You've heard the speakers since morning, and some of what we've heard is, I've tried to summarize it here in the title, right? So, next wave of disruption, technology and service disruption is starting. We're in the midst of NFESTN disruption already, right? And we're starting to realize that the old ways of doing things is not entirely fit for purpose, and that's the whole purpose of this conference, right? So we need a new operational model. We need to start thinking about zero-touch automation, and that's the purpose of this conference. So what do we mean by these new disruptions? So NFESTN and cloud enables the operators to go from the existing separate IT and communications infrastructure to a fully convergent ICT infrastructure. We've had this vision for a long time, and NFESTN Cloud is finally enabling that convergence. And then the operators talk about the moving or growing up, if I use that term, from being a communication service provider to offering new digital services enabled by these new aspects of IoT, 5G, and video. This is all fantastic. But, so in today's context, automated operations, zero-touch automation, all fantastic visionary statements. And to be honest, we need those visions, we need those plans and programs to go from where we are today to where we want to be. But I think I will also argue, I want to make an argument that while this vision is important, while we should know where we want to go, I think we should also be realistic in those goals, in the way that we want to achieve those goals, because as many people have alluded to, it's not all greenfield operations. We are dealing with a lot of the stuff that we are, billions of dollars have been invested in. So while we talk about the future where there's zero-touch automation, we also want to talk about automation in today's operations. So zero-touch automation as a goal, fantastic. We need a plan. We need incremental steps to go there. And that's why I say that we need automated operations even today while we talk about zero-touch automation for new stuff that we want to deploy. So the key is small incremental steps will be necessary while we try to achieve zero-touch automation. And some of the operators earlier talked about the trust gap in automation itself. And a lot of the people we expect to use these automations are operations people, and they're used to a certain way of doing things. And you can't enforce automation and ask them to just start using them. So we need to start taking incremental steps, not only because it is going to be you can control the pace at which those automations are deployed, but also because gradually you are enabling your operations people to increase the trust in automation as you are moving towards zero-touch automation, because let's face it, it's not going to happen overnight. So as you go from physical to virtual, you need to start doing automations in a more controlled manner and increasing the level of trust as you go along. And of course, analytics plays a big role. And really, we want to get from reactive to cognitive sort of operations. So the argument I'm making here is that zero-touch automation is fantastic vision, but we have to be practical. We need to do real stuff today as we try to achieve this ultimate vision. So some of the use cases on the right here of the slide, I sort of listed out this from some of the research that I've published in the past. So activation testing, real low-hanging fruit. Orchestrated assurance, again, really important for NFV, but then why can't this be done for today's networks? Device configuration automation, again, really important use case that you can potentially use some of the technology. And I know some of the presenters just after me are going to touch upon this, are really, practical use cases that you can do today. And from a VNF perspective, yes, VNF instantiation and placement, and now we start to get into slightly advanced automation scenarios in the world of NFV. So I'm trying to paint a picture here where zero-touch automation is the ultimate vision, but we need a journey, we need a roadmap to get there, and we need to really take some practical steps to get there. That's all I had. So with those comments, I'd like to start the track.